Hello everyone, welcome back to Shortcode. In this video I am going to be teaching you about composition in Python and how to use it. Composition is very important in object-oriented programming, and by the end of this video you will have a great understanding of what composition is and how to use it, and you will be able to write better, more functional Python code. If you are new here, my name is Caleb Shaw and I post great programming tutorials and other computer related stuff. So if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Okay, composition is another key part of object-oriented programming. It is basically where you have objects as attributes of an instance. So thinking back to the real world, if we use a computer as an example, a computer has a processor object, a motherboard object, and a RAM object. These all come together to compose the computer object. If you don't fully understand or are a bit confused, don't worry, you will after these examples. So let's get right into it. So for this example, we will be creating a computer. So to start off, let's create a processor class. So we'll just do class processor. And then in the init method, so define init. And then it should have self, an amount of cores, so cores, and a clock speed, so speed. And then self.cores equals cores, and self.speed equals speed. If you don't understand all this computer hardware stuff, don't worry, it's just an example. Just follow along. We'll have a method, just make it static method, and we'll do define processing print. Let's do processing. And now let's make a RAM class. So define init self. Let's have a capacity and a speed, and then self.capacity equals capacity, and then self.speed equals speed. And then let's just have a method called storing. Let's make it static as well. Define storing self, yeah, it doesn't actually need anything. Storing print RAM storing. Okay, now let's finally move on to our motherboard class. So class motherboard, define init self, and it should have dim slots, which is where you put your RAM sticks in. Dim slots and PCI slots, so PCI slots. Self.dim slots equals dim slots, and self.PCI slots equals PCI slots. And let's just have a method called controlling, so define, it needs to be static as well, so static method, define controlling, print motherboard, controlling. Okay, that's it for our classes. Now let's move on to our final computer class. So class computer. Now in our init method, we want a processor. So processor, we'll want our RAM, and we'll want our motherboard. And we forgot our self. And self.processor equals processor, self.ram equals RAM, and self.motherboard equals motherboard. And now let's just have a booting up method, so it should be static as well. Define boot, print computer, booting. Okay, that's it for our computer class. Now let's create our computer instance. So computer equals computer, and its parameters won't want to be integers or anything or strings, it'll want to be objects themselves. So let's have a processor object, and it needs to have 4 cores, and let's give it a clock speed of 3 GHz. And next for the RAM, so let's create a RAM object, and it needs to have 8 GB of RAM and 2666 MHz, and a motherboard. So a motherboard class, and DIMM slots, let's have 4 DIMM slots, and PCI slots, let's have 3. And then what we can do, computer.boot, and then we can also do computer.processor.processing, computer.ram.storing, and then computer.motherboard.controlling. So if you run this, we get computer booting, just like normal, just using a simple call method. Then processor processing, RAM storing, and motherboard controlling. So as you can see, this is very powerful, and it allows us to create objects made up of other objects, and allows us to get methods and attributes from those objects, like we're doing here. And this is different to inheritance, because with inheritance you have subclasses that take from a single parent class, whereas with composition you have one main class is made up from loads of other smaller classes. It's like the inverse of inheritance. Okay, that's pretty much it for composition. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. I always reply. If you would like to support me, all you have to do is give this video a like. It really does help me out. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future tutorials. That's it from me. Cheers and goodbye.